BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back.
Ooh, baby, it's gonna be
saying?
informative and spicy. You know, Gigi Maguire, fresh off the G5.
I wish.
You move around like
I do.
Yeah,
You a flying around vacationing ass nigga.
I need a vacation right now. I don't got no tan lines. We gotta fix that.
What you talking about? We seen you in St. Thomas right now, lifting your footsies up in the air, tossing the water in the air.
That was a throwback.
Yeah, you still look the same.
That was me
throwback to when yesterday.
No, like Christmas. But that was me putting the bat sign in the air that I need to. You know what I'm saying? I'm manifesting that I need one of those situations to happen real soon.
Understood.
I ain't been on a vacation in a long time, and I used to go on vacation once a month.
Yeah, I'm about late. That was December. Yeah, it's February.
I used to go once a month.
For me to.
That didn't change for me. But anyway, so what's going on with you? Well, we back. We got Gigi Maguire back. I got my partner in crime with me. We got Gigi Maguire, lip service, amongst other things. Strip club legend, can we say that?
Yes.
Strip club legend.
Y'all see my crown, it's never tilted.
That you're originally from Philly. I don't think people know that.
A lot of people don't know.
Nah, they think you an ATL.
Yeah.
I'm a whole John. I'm a whole light-skinned John from uptown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that Philly came out real quick.
I will forever be that. I'm also a certified peach. You know, they say once you've been in Atlanta for over a decade, then you know you locked in. Peach. So I'm 18 years in total. Atlanta.
What made you go to Atlanta?
Oh, wow. That's a story. We getting straight into the stories,
Yeah, we going right to it.
We getting straight into the stories.
We talking, we conversing,
we jumping around timelines.
Ask us questions if you want. This whole conversation. So what got you down there?
You're one of the few people that ain't afraid of us.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all.
I appreciate it.
So basically, I was running from a man who I was in a relationship with, and it became abusive, and I feared for my life. He actually, I say that he attempted my life, but he didn't like put a gun to my head or anything like that. But he literally lifted me up off my feet and pushed me down a flight of steel and concrete steps. Y'all know the steps in a hotel, the back steps when you don't want to take the elevator. You take. So y'all know them steps is made of steel and concrete.
Concrete, definitely.
Yeah, this nigga lifted me up off my feet and threw me down the motherfucking step.
So he tried to kill you.
I mean,
did you break anything?
At that moment, no.
What you mean at that moment? You broke something later?
Oh, you mean like body part?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought you meant like physically break something because we had one of those moments.
What was his issue?
I was trying to break up with him. I told him that I was breaking up with him, and he basically was like, he wasn't having that.
Well, we heard what you was famous for, so you know niggas can't deal with you taking that away from them too, right?
Yeah.
They get emotionally attached to that type of work. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah. We're not saying it's your fault.
But I'm just saying, men, for what I've heard that you've been skillful at, men ain't trying to part ways with that.
Man, listen,
it's
I'm
hard.
talking about.
Lil Wayne called you the GOAT.
He said something like that.
So now you're trying to take GOAT status and GOAT energy away from this guy.
Yeah, I had to go. It wasn't working. So this is the same guy that had the heart attack while we was having sex.
I know about that.
Okay.
See, I don't know, Gigi.
So legend has it.
I don't know much about content. I just started doing content 3.5 years ago. So I only know stuff that I've heard.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
I
you
don't
about
know
to say legend has it?
Legend has it that my vagina killed a man. But that's not really the truth. It triggered the heart attack, and he eventually died.
Oh my God, he died too?
He died. But I didn't kill that man, y'all.
Did you face trauma for that? Because a girl I know in Baltimore, she had sex with a dude and he died on her, and she...
See, he didn't die like
at the spot.
Yeah, he died a while later.
Okay, because this dude died on the spot.
His heart failed him eventually. So he ended up dying of heart failure. However, the heart attack was kind of the catapult to all of the issues.
What was it? Are you them? Do you have a certain level?
I don't want to see nothing like that.
Is there a certain level of intensity you need to have sex when it comes to? You seem high maintenance.
Did he take enhancement?
No.
Red Bull?
Let her tell the story. I want to hear the story. I'm doing high now. Pause. I'm doing what he normally do.
So,
let her tell the story.
So at the time, I was, I think, 24 years old, and he was 31. And I hate to say this about my black men. I'm not even gonna say young
No,
because
go for
young
it.
and old. Y'all niggas, and I hate to say that word either, but y'all niggas don't go to the doctor till something wrong. Y'all ain't getting y'all cholesterol checked. Y'all ain't getting y'all sugar checked. Y'all ain't getting y'all blood pressure checked. Y'all ain't getting nothing checked until it hurt.
I get my check, Gigi.
Me
Good for
too.
you, and I
Every year.
appreciate
My too.
y'all. I appreciate y'all for staying on that.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't getting a 6-month dental cleanings, none of that. But anyway, so he was one of those. He wasn't up on his body. Kind of find out he actually had an irregular heartbeat. There was something going on with his heart. I tried to make him come 3 times. I was drunk, and he came once, and I was like, yeah, come again. He came again, and then I flipped him over, got on top, and I tried to go in for the 3rd one, and next thing I know, he was like, he threw me off of me and was holding his chest, and he was like, and I was like, what's wrong with you? I was drunk. I gave him some water, and I rolled over, and next thing I know, he was like waking me up, like, take me to the hospital. So I took him to the hospital. He ended up in ICU.
What?
12 days. He ended up on heart medicine and blood thinners for the rest of his life. And then that's when the abuse started. After he went through all of that, then he started accusing me of cheating on him all the time, and he started putting his hands on me,
it's the same dude.
yeah, he started doing all of that, and then I'm like, all right, I can't do this. I'm
Let me ask you
leaving.
something. Was the sex the same after?
After he had the heart attack?
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, yes and no, because I started feeling a different way about him once he started putting his hands on me. Like
Gotcha.
the passion wasn't there as much for me. Like I was trying to find a way out. So when I decided to go, I literally like went down the map. Like, all right, if I had family in Maryland, so I'm like, all right, if I move to Baltimore, what could happen? The nigga too close, he can get to me in an hour. If I move to Virginia, what can happen? I don't know nobody there. What the fuck I'm gonna do? If I move to Charlotte's whack. Fuck all that. I was a stripper. If I move to South Carolina, ain't no money in South Carolina. Get your ass to Atlanta. So I got to Atlanta on the map, and it literally was like, I know one person here. Well, there. I knew one person in Atlanta, my cousin. Mm-hmm. And I called her, and I'm like, I need to come there. I want to move there. Can I come stay with you? And she literally was like, you could come. I got a 1-bedroom apartment, and I don't even got a couch for you to sleep on, but you can stay as long as you need to. So I drove down there, and the day that I got there, it was Hurricane Katrina. So I got there in the middle of the storm. My homegirl with me at the time was working at Magic City. She went in Magic to work. I sat in there for I watched a Magic City Monday from beginning to my very first time in Magic City. I watched a Magic City Monday from start to finish, and that shit blew my fucking mind. And I wasn't even dancing at the time. I was bartending. But I was like,
Started
Wow.
counting.
I started doing the math like the nigga on The Hangover, like, all right. And then
so you hadn't stripped at all until you got
No. I had quit for the heart attack nigga. Excuse me.
Oh, you were stripping prior, then you quit for the heart attack.
I quit for him. I quit for him and started bartending. And then so I had been bartending for 2 years. And then no, at the time. Yeah, I had been bartending for 2 years. I hadn't danced in 2 years. So they talked me into doing the amateur night contest. And then this is where P Valley comes into play. They talked me into doing the amateur night contest. I did the amateur night contest. I won the contest. Before I won the contest, Big Magic himself came up to me and was like,
who did?
Big Magic, the owner of the club.
Oh, Big Magic, okay.
Magic. He came up to me and he's like, who are you? Where did you come from? Where did you learn that? Do you need a job? Do you want a job? Because I need to see that shit every night on the stage. And I was like, I want to bartend. And he was like, no, the fuck you don't. You want to do that. And I'm like, okay. So this is before I even won. So then I ended up winning the contest, and I told my homegirl, she was like, what did he say to you? So I told her, and she was like, bitch, if you don't fucking take on that opportunity, you about the dumbest bitch I ever known. And I'm like, well, guess I'm dancing again. So the next day I went and got my permit. And here we are. Permit. You gotta have a license to dance.
Yeah.
It's
big business.
It's issued through everything is regulated. It's issued through the police department. You gotta do a fingerprint and all of that scan. You can't have no warrants. You can't have ever been arrested for prostitution. And y'all know in the strip club, if you in a strip club, say you in a strip club and you don't have a permit. I know people that it's happened to in Atlanta and in Georgia and also in Texas. If you don't have a permit and you get caught dancing, they charge you a prostitution. So if you have a prostitution charge, you cannot get a permit. If you have a warrant, I got locked up trying to get my permit because I had a warrant, didn't know I had a warrant, and they locked me up.
What you had a warrant for?
Not paying the ticket.
Yeah, standard shit.
I didn't pay a ticket in Riverdale. I went to go get, it was my first year. My first year renewing my permit. I went to go renew my permit. And they was like, ma'am, we gonna need you to come to the back. They put handcuffs on me and put me in the paddy wagon. And they was like, we sending you to Riverdale. You owe them $425. So I called, this is a story here. This is a story. I know we're jumping all over the place.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I called home. This is my first year in Philly. I had friends, but all my friends know Gigi. None of my friends know Kafi. Meaning all my friends was my stripper people from Magic City. Everybody knew me as Gigi Maguire. Well, I wasn't even Maguire yet. Gigi from Magic City. And I would become friends with girls and I would be like, oh, my name is Kafi. And they'd be like, bitch, you Gigi. Next. So I have nobody for real. So I call home. I call my brother in Philly and I'm like, I'm in jail. I need bail money. You know, I need $500. So he's like, well, it's in my pocket, but I ain't got time to be trying to send it. So have somebody come get it. I had my sister go get it. My sister right above me came out the same vagina. Had her go get it. Don't y'all know this bitch kept the money and left me in jail? I had to end up borrowing it from I had to spend the night on Rice Street, of all places. We're thugging them at right now. Free Lucci. And I had to fucking spend the night in jail. And then I had to call next day, had to get a phone call and call one of my stripper friends to let me borrow the money to get out. And to this day, this was 18 years ago. I ain't seen that money since. I never got that money back from my sister. Never got it back. And she told me, oh, she kept it because her lights was in jeopardy of getting cut off. And she knew that I had it. Like, basically, like, I needed it more than you. Bitch, I'm in jail. I'm on Rice Street, bitch. Get me out of here.
Yo, life
That's
is
scary, bro.
Yeah. So I know that was all over the place, but that's how I ended up in Atlanta.
So where did the Maguire come from?
So really quick before we get into that, I just to give closure on the man who had the heart attack.
I forgot about him. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I moved here because I was afraid of him. I was afraid that he was gonna take my life. The girl that I came with, who I'm no longer friends with, her best friend, boyfriend was his best friend. Right? Y'all follow me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So she pillow talk. So she tell her best friend that we down here and I didn't got hired at Magic City. Now I'm down here. We about a month in, right? I didn't got hired at Magic City. We about a month in.
And he show up.
I'm on stage, Magic City Monday. The Eagles was playing the Hawks, and it's popping at Magic City. And I'm on stage. Y'all know, y'all been to Magic. Y'all can see everything.
Yeah.
It's like this room. You can see everything from every angle. I'm on stage, and this man walks through the door. I thought I was going to die. First of all, he didn't know that I was in Atlanta. He didn't know where I was at. He thought I was in Maryland with my family. He didn't know I was dancing again. And I had him cashing me Western Unions, thinking that I was like in
So you were still speaking to the nigga, although you ran away from the nigga?
And getting money from him? That's some fire-ass pussy, man.
That shit is unbelievable.
I get outside after, so
Holy shit,
I got
bro.
out. I got off stage and I went downstairs, and then it was like towards the end of the night. I walk outside, this nigga sitting on my car. I'm like, fuck. So funny thing, I had on some shoes that he had bought me. Y'all know what a mule is, right?
Yes.
A mule slide, like a wedge
Yes.
mule. Y'all,
Yo, you a
this
kicked
man
him?
snatched me out the fuck. He snatched them shoes off my feet while I was still in them.
Yo, that's a
Y'all know how you take the fucking tablecloth and go.
Yeah.
That nigga snatched them shoes off. That nigga snatched them shoes off my feet while I was still standing in them. What the wrong shoe to wear that day.
Yo.
So we got into an argument, and he took my phone. I followed him to his hotel. I ended up in the room. We tore the room up. I got him kicked out, and then I didn't hear from him again. The next thing I heard, he was dead. One of my best friends back home was friends with him. You know, it's a whole.
Yeah, y'all from
Community.
Philly, so
Yeah.
you know people.
So, but basically, and this is something y'all getting this exclusive because we don't get this from lip service because I just leave it alone. And he died. He was a street guy.
Okay.
Let's just say that. And they found his body burning in a trunk. So I got that phone call first. He did. They found his body in a trunk.
So he
gone.
didn't die, he got killed.
Hold on. A few months later, I get the call from his mother, actually, that she felt the need that I, of all people, should know. The autopsy report said he died of a heart attack. So basically, when them niggas put him in the trunk and
Oh, he had a heart attack.
they pulled out the blicky on him, he fucking had a heart attack and died before they even shot him and burnt his body. So the autopsy report, his death is ruled as
A heart attack.
So he died before they
he
could
died
actually
before
kill
they,
him.
but they
They
still
burned
shot
him up.
him and burnt his body and all
Got
that.
you.
But he died of a heart attack. So did my vagina kill that man? May he rest in peace? No, it did not.
Technically, it didn't.
But it
Let me tell you
triggered.
something.
Technically, it didn't. But it
Let me tell you
did
something.
trigger the whole.
That nigga drove down the whole I-95
He
to
drove, he flew.
No, he drove.
He drove.
He drove.
He's a street nigga.
He drove.
Street niggas don't
He
fly.
wasn't. He didn't get on a plane.
Street niggas don't fly.
My
He
bad.
drove.
Yeah. And you know better,
I know,
Absol.
I
You
know.
a street nigga.
He drove. He drove 12
And
hours.
just to take your slides off.
He drove
That's a street
12
nigga.
hours to snatch me out my shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
They was Dior. There's some Christian Dior. I missed them shoes.
But listen,
They was cute.
She's crazy, yo.
Snatched me out the motherfucking shoes. May he rest in peace.
Can I ask where did the Maguire come from now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
And why did he call you that?
He
What is it?
didn't.
Because you
Hold on,
like,
hold on.
He didn't. He didn't.
but he just said it while.
I'm
while-
trying
was-
to think where the Maguire comes
So,
from because it must
easy.
be a subliminal
So
thing.
he was, I used to spend a lot of time in Wayne's World. That was his tour bus.
Mhm.
Like he literally would like fly me out to get on the tour bus, and then I would wake up and I would be in Atlanta. Why did I fly? Nigga, I just flew to Lansing, Michigan.
You know why he flew you out there?
I flew to Lansing, Michigan to ride back with you to where I came from
Yeah,
on the bus. Like
exactly.
that would happen like all the time. Anyway, so we on the bus and you know, the vibe. Let's just say the vibe is there. You know, we put all the business out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
So he's listening to some music. I don't know if it was like unreleased or new or whatever, mixtape music, whatever it was. And he's like, Gigi Maguire, show me the money. And I'm like, Gigi Maguire, show me the money.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yo, that shit sound fire. You should keep that. And I'm like, Gigi Maguire. And he like, show me the money. Jerry Maguire. I'm like, oh shit, yes, let's show me the money. And then and I was having a birthday like right after that. So I made that the whole theme of my birthday party was like the introduction of Gigi Maguire. And Lollipop was the song at the time. So that was the whole
it was
thing.
up.
Oh,
It
no,
was-
it's
was
game
up.
over.
yeah. It was a good time. That was one of my most memorable birthday parties at Magic City. Was the Lil Wayne party. And the name just stuck. So in that day, not really so much now because the respect ain't really there the way it used to be. But in my era, if you was first name, last name as a stripper and people really acknowledge you and it worked and people fucked with you and really addressed you first name, last name, that was a sign of status. So you got these girls that got first name, last name.
They up.
Yeah. And I was in that. Yeah, I was in that era.
upper tier. So I
Yeah.
actually fucked up because when I first met you, we was on a show together, and me and her was flying to Atlanta the same day, and she's like, "Yo, come by. I'm bartending." I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna come by." She's like, "No, it's gonna be the time. It's gonna be the spot to be at." And I was like, "I'll see her next time." I called her and I said, "I ain't gonna go fuck with Gigi because that shit probably gonna be too wild. That was the shit I was supposed to be at." Damn, I missed that one.
Nah, and anytime it's up, because I remember Gigi and Angela was having a little dinner at what's that spot in Brooklyn you like? The Grills.
Real.
Bro, and I remember I was blitzed. I'm calling him and Rico. I said, niggas, where are you at?
I
Yeah.
forgot where I was.
Was that after
the
Yee Day?
Yee Day.
Yeah.
Chella was
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, we had a
was.
good time.
Oh my God.
We ate good that
Yo,
day.
I was-
Shout out to Melissa.
Melissa, which
She owned
Oh
the
yeah,
grill.
yeah. I was calling him. He's like, where you at? I said, I'm with Gigi, I'm with Angela. He's like, what are you talking about?
We
Get
walked.
Yeah, because he went to some regular shit,
Yeah.
and
Walked
next thing you know,
from the Barclays to the grill.
the next thing you know, the music is blamming, and
No,
I'm like,
it was a secret. I was like, nigga, you need to.
It was
like,
a lot of us. We was deep.
It was
he
like
told
20.
me,
Yeah,
yo,
we was
yo,
deep.
stop, that's two I missed. I don't
Yeah,
be
we was-
missing out on
Yeah.
shit
Don't
like
miss nothing
that.
else.
I'm not. So when you doing your shit, when you transition from stripping to doing whatever it is,
Entrepreneur. Well, my transition was dancing to business owner. I opened up a pole fitness studio.
Okay.
Another P-Valley plug. Or
Okay, what's the situation with
With
P-Valley
P-Valley.
that you said?
yeah, we
let's
spoke
talk
about it
that.
on the other show. But so basically, my real live story has been used as a muse, and not just me. There has been other dancers who are legends in this game who they use parts of their story to create and authenticate the timeline. I mean not timeline.
The show.
Yeah, the script. So, the storyline. So, when it comes to myself, let's start with Autumn Night. She won the amateur night. First of all, she came to Chuckalisa in the storm.
That's you.
Came in the
So
storm.
you came in
She was
Katrina.
She was running
She was
from an
running
abusive
from
relationship.
somebody else, from an abusive dude.
She won the
amateur night. I saw
contest
that
and
one.
got hired.
That's you.
And she had first name, last name. We're going to stop with that right there. As far as Mercedes is concerned, I was HBIC, Magic City. You could not think of Magic City without thinking of me during that time. I created the snack pack. I was the first feature performer. So I was the first girl that they were like, you dance so good, we putting you on stage by yourself. Right?
A word? Okay.
Yeah. This happened for me in 2007. After being there for not even 2 whole years, they gave me my own set. I also was the face of the club. Whenever they needed representation for, I was going to wine tastings and shit representing Magic City. Like, I was going to shit and doing shit for Magic City that other girls didn't even know was happening. They would call me for everything.
Did they pay you for that extra stuff?
No, but it was like promo.
Promo, okay.
And I ain't had to pay house fee. I would come in and go as I please. Like, it was a lot of perks to
Yeah,
be in
perks.
Gigi. Yeah, so, it weighed
That
out
house
the
fee
leverage.
be ill.
Yeah, so, Snack Pack, the trilogy.
What is Snack Pack?
Snack Pack is the Magic City's first feature stage group. I was the Beyonce of Snack Pack.
Okay.
And then Kelly and Michelle was
All
Virgo
right.
and Simone. They are actually actresses on P-Valley. They got hired out of Magic City to be backup dancers at P-Valley, and it
So
turned
they're the
into
girls
a
that
role.
we see that's really
in the background
doing
doing the
shit.
pole tricks and shit. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so Snack Pack is the trilogy, which is Mercedes, that 3-girl group with Mississippi
Got
and the
you.
white girl, right?
I got you.
Last Dance. So the Last Dance, and this is goes right into what I wanted to talk about. This remaster, this re-release I did of the Last Dance. So when I decided to leave Magic City, I had this farewell performance, and we called it The Last Dance, right? This was in 2011, so way before Jordan did it for ESPN, I created The Last Dance in the strip club world. So basically, I had a retirement party, I had choreo, I had costumes, I had props. It was a whole big thing. I had it filmed for DVD, and I called it The Last Dance. The reason why I called it The Last Dance is because not only was it my last time on Magic City stage, but my theme was flash dance. So that clip that's pinned to my reels on Instagram, where I do the dancing and I pull so that's a whole pun on play on flash dance when she pulled the water. Remember Jennifer Lopez
course.
did it in the video, but it comes from the movie Flashdance.
That's nice, yeah.
So the first episode 1, season 1, when you first see Mercedes, she comes in with this flyer in her hand and she gives it to the club owner, and it's a flyer for her Last Dance. So I did my Last Dance in 2011. Since then, you've had, shout out to Jessica Dime, that's my girl. You had her storyline, introduction into Love and Hip Hop, where she was having a Last Dance in Miami and moving to Atlanta. Okay. You have P-Valley with Last Dance. You can literally scroll down Instagram, and I'm sure I can find a flyer or two in my phone where any random girl in any random strip club in any small town is having a Last Dance. So Last Dance has become, as a dancer, if you that bitch enough that you can bring them out, then you celebrate your farewell with a final performance. And I did that, not even thinking that it was going to become an epic part of strip culture. I just named my party The Last Dance. That was it. I just was all about the theme. I come from real dance. I come from the theatrical background. I come from a performing arts high school. Like, I've been on stage since I was 4 years old. So I've always wanted to incorporate choreo and strip and really show my range of technical background and how I fused that together. And I was able to do that with Last Dance. So Mercedes, Last Dance. And then she finally has this Last Dance, right? In season 2. She takes the money. So she had been trying to open up this gym for her girl.
We all watched that shit.
Right.
She's trying to open up for the girl, her daughter.
For the daughter and the step team.
And the step team,
right.
Yes. And the mother took the money.
The mama took the money. So that ain't had nothing to do with me. But,
okay.
But when she ended up finally 7 pounds of pressure, when she did that performance, and that was considered her last dance, what did she do with that money? She opened a pole dance studio. She turned the gym into a pole dancing studio. The very last episode of season 2 ends with Mercedes opening a pole dance studio. The $30,000 that I made on Magic City stage at my Last Dance, I took that money and I opened a pole dancing studio. So that's how I became my entrepreneur.
So may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are they paying you for your storyline? Are you suing?
I'm not because they brought me in. So 2 of my friends are my Kelly and my Michelle. are actresses on P-Valley. Michelle is not only an actress on P-Valley, but she is the assistant choreographer. So she get a double check to authenticate the script.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So a lot of the writer herself, the writer and creator herself, Katori Hall, and a lot of the people that are on the writing team have been, I don't want to say fans of mine, but I've been on the radar. You cannot be in Atlanta and know anything about strip and not know about Gigi Maguire. It's just not going to happen. Hence why we did the whole documentary and all that shit, right? So they brought me in season 2 as myself. They wrote me into the script as myself. So I am on season 2 being honored as a legend in strip with Jocelyn, Tip Drill, and Jessica Dine.
Tip Drill, I remember.
Miami Tip.
Yeah.
On P-Valley?
Yeah, on P-Valley, season 2, episode 5. It was the episode when she go to the prom, when Mississippi go to the prom, and her and the white dude do it in the
I gotta
backseat.
go back. I've seen all of P-Valley.
Yeah, episode 2, season 5. The episode is called The White Knight or White Horse or something like that.
I'm gonna go back.
But the party, so remember Mississippi went on tour.
Oh, wait, hold on. I remember
when they came to
it was a big
Atlanta.
party, though,
remember when Mississippi was on tour with Uncle Murder?
Yeah, that's what
And
Uncle
then
Murder.
they went to
Not
they
Uncle
came
Murder.
to Atlanta.
She said Uncle Murder.
Oh, Lil Murder.
Lil Murder.
Lil Murder, my bad. Sorry, Uncle Murder.
Lil Murder.
Lil
I
Murder.
got you.
2 totally different murders. So when they come to Atlanta for that tour that they were on,
Okay.
they came to this club called Sapphire, which was really the Cheetah. And they had Jocelyn there hosting this Legends Ball. So Mississippi was the feature performer at the Legends Ball, but it was Jocelyn. Literally, Jocelyn came in on the zip line. We was there all day because they couldn't get the zip line together. She had to come down on the zip line with some wings on it, some feathers or some shit. And then she gave us all our props and she introduced Mississippi, and Mississippi did this crazy performance. And then Mississippi came to the VIP section where we was, and she was bowing down to us and was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe, I want to be y'all" type time.
I think I remember
And,
that. I didn't realize
and she
that
handed
was
me
you,
some
though.
lashes. And I was the one who said "Oh girl, we got you, whatever. And then, yeah, that was me.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Forever since I started dancing almost 25 years ago, it was different back in the day. Strip has evolved into something that's not as taboo, especially based on what region you're in. When I started dancing in January of 2000, the year 2000, I was in Philly and I got shunned, basically. People turned their nose up at me. People looked at me different in a negative light.
Yeah, we did. New York too.
Yeah, in
we
New
looked
York.
at us as a stripper bitch.
Stripper bitch, yeah, y'all think
Yeah.
so?
Yes, too.
Strippers had this nasty stigma on them of being drug addicted and having pimps and being prostitutes and loose and uneducated and not taking care of their children and not taking care of themselves. And that's actually not the case.
You know what?
And being hoes.
I will say this though, stripper pussy, for some strange reason, was always tighter than normal girl pussy or
They
civilian.
doing Kegels.
Too many of them. It just
They smart, bro. They
I will say
here's the
this:
thing.
Kegels,
stripper
Not
bro.
pussy
that.
is way tighter than nurse pussy.
They
So here's the
smart.
thing, and I'm glad you used nurse as an example because I
Yes.
would say this all the time. My friends that are the civilian hoes
The
are
civilian.
bigger hoes than my stripper hoe friends, and that has always been the thing.
Hey, word, that's
my
true.
regular
Yes.
Is that
friends,
true,
my
Gigi?
friends that
I
work in the
agree.
bank,
Gigi.
my friends that work in the hospital, my friends that work retail,
Nurses is
my
hoes, we know that.
friends that's CNAs and certified nurses and travel nurses and working in insurance and the insurance my homegirl that's running your fucking credit. And making sure that
She's a hoe. She's a hoe.
making sure that your insurance is right. She the biggest hoe I know. Okay, shout out to you, bitch. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, we share each other's secrets. So I'm just saying, stripper. And here's the thing with strippers, and I'm speaking personally, but I also want to say that I think that I have the authority to speak on my fellow stripper hoe friends. Right? We getting too much money to just be fucking on anybody that's offering a few dollars. For one, for two, I'm gonna put this on myself. In my day, when I was single and in a club, and this person was in my ear, that person was in my ear, I might have let this nigga fly me out, whatever the case may be. I was the most pickiest bitch, I think, out of all. Because you gotta have just as much to lose as me. What is we doing? You an athlete? I know you clean, cause I know you getting that shit checked out, right? You an athlete. You a rapper? You married? 9 times out of 10, or you got a wife at home or a baby mama that you live with, so you got to be on your extra P's and Q's. I'm not fucking with no dust ball. And if you a dope boy, man, good luck with that, because I know you the dirtiest and the dustiest of them all, and I ain't got time to be getting caught up in your baby mama drama, even if it is just on some business is business and we gonna keep it moving type time. You get what I'm saying? So it's like dancers get the reputation of, because we'll get naked for money, that we'll just go all out and do anything for money. And I had to explain this to my mother when I first told my mother I started dancing, because that was her issue. Like, you know, I understand that you're smart and you're talented and you dance. My mother put me in dance at the age of 4. I've always excelled in dance. That was part of why I was so good at it, because I had the technical ballet background. So I fused those two together and created something that these girls are still doing my moves. You go to Magic City right now and half the shit you see them girls do, I created that shit on that very stage. I had to tell my mother this. When you do anything in life and you respect yourself, you're going to get respected in return. I don't give a fuck if I was cleaning up a goddamn gorilla enclosure at the zoo and I'm scooping up shit all day. If I respect myself while I'm scooping up this shit all day, the other people that's working in there squeegeeing down the windows and ain't getting dirty with the shit, they're gonna respect me just as much as I respect myself, right? So while I'm at the strip club and I respect myself and I'm getting my money and I'm beating my feet so I can eat, right? The last thing I'm thinking about doing is laying on my back. I'm not laying on my back for my money. I'm making my money on my feet. And when a man comes to me and he's trying to, because you know they all do, what you need, what you want, I got you. I just stood in $2,000. You about to give me 10 for this pussy? No? All right, well then. Because that's what my monthly expenses is. So if you ain't about to cover my monthly expenses and I ain't got to worry about even being in this, I can go on vacation because you didn't pay for February, then get out my face, because what we doing?
But it is a different way of life in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So your eyes would be open and they're used to that. So I understand where you coming from.
Listen, even the niggas that got it ain't trying to pay that much.
That's
because
a lot
they could
to
get
pay
it
for
for
some
free.
pussy.
Oh well, then don't ask me for mine.
$10,000.
And I'm not saying that. Let's be clear. We don't need a viral moment saying that you can get the pussy for 10 bands, because that's not the case.
we don't do that.
That's not the case.
Here's what it is, though.
That's not the case.
Here's what it is, though.
But I'm just saying 10 bands.
But here's the thing.
I've heard that 10 band number.
Fair exchange is no robbery.
Well,
If a nigga come to me, right? If a nigga come to me, now this is me in Magic City. This is not me today. Disclaimer. This is me 12 years ago and beyond.
I'm gonna write something down.
If a nigga come to me in the club and he an athlete, right? He an athlete, he fine, we having a good time, we vibing, and he like, I want you pull up, I'm at the Four Seasons, he'll go in my room, can you pull up on me, right?
He might get blessed.
I probably was gonna fuck him anyway, eventually. So we gonna slide that easy pass. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get straight to.
Because it's mutually.
It's a mutual. Yeah, I was gonna get a nigga some pussy eventually anyway. So if he like, yeah, I want it right now. All right, well, what is called that Six Flags? The Flash Pass? We gonna get this Flash Pass and we gonna cut through. We gonna cut through. We gonna cut through dinner. We gonna cut through the first class flight. We gonna cut through the black car. We gonna cut through the little bag or whatever you was gonna offer me. You know what I'm saying? To try to woo me, the little forever flowers in the box. We gonna cut through all of that and we gonna pay up front. And guess what? I'm gonna leave.
Read this bottom line. Don't read it out loud.
I see why you was flying her out, Wayne. I get it.
So that's what I tend to.
Will and did.
Yeah,
I was at some of them parties.
I know. Your homegirl told me that years ago.
I was at a few of those parties.
Yeah, that's why when you said 10K, I'm like, yo, ass. Remember I told you?
I didn't say I know people pay it. I'm just saying it's kind of expensive for one night.
It's very expensive
for one night with some pussy who you know don't like you, and if she got the chronic like niggas said she got,
yeah,
you
Lil Wayne
said
you got the top head he's
you
ever
want to
had.
revisit.
He ain't the only one who said that. He just said it on wax so the world could hear it. But that's what they say.
You see why you ain't have no slides?
That's what they say.
She said, that's what they say.
But yeah, my friends that are civilian hoes are definitely more hoes than my stripper hoe friends.
So ain't you doing documentary or
yes.
it's a movie or something?
Yes.
So, I mean, I think it's fair that you get
We
to
talk
tell
about
people
that.
about
Right,
that now.
right. The Magic City they have a 3-part docuseries that has not been picked up by a network yet. However, it is produced by Jermaine Dupri, Drake, what is it, Dream Crew? His Dreamville, Dream Crew?
With Dreamville.
Dream.
J.
J.
Cole?
Cole.
No.
Dream.
Drake's entertainment company that did Euphoria and the Tupac shit. Dream Crew, I think it is. Whatever. So Drake's production company
Is
let's just say that,
involved.
is Drake's production company, is Jermaine Dupri, is Jamie Gertz. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with her. She's
don't
the
know
actress
Jamie
that played
Gertz.
in Twister. Her and her husband own the Hawks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And Scheme Engine is the entertainment company who brought forth this project.
Okay.
So it's a 3-part docuseries. It tells the story of Magic City from 1985 till today. I narrate the entire thing. So I initially got called to do an interview. My pre-interview turned into them offering me to narrate the entire thing. And then that turned into me being actually, I did 5 days in studio, and then I was offered to be a part of the pitch team. So I worked this, I want to say record. I worked this project with the producers and the and Drake's company, and we pitched to every major network. There's some interest I can't speak about yet because clearly it ain't really happened. But what did happen is South by Southwest accepted the project to give a screening at the film
When you doing
festival.
the screening?
March 11th. So we chose a Monday, of course, because why not? So Magic City Monday in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest. You can see the Magic City documentary. It's called Magic City and American Fantasy. It's a 3-part docuseries. The team will be in Austin.
Who's
Magic
the team?
City.
The former strippers?
Magic,
is gonna
yeah.
Be there?
So Magic
Everybody-
City,
it's gonna be
Magic
turned
City
up.
rented a club and they're doing a Magic City Monday
Oh
pop-up.
my God.
Magic City, Austin, Monday, March 11th. Right.
What?
The theater. So the theater where they are showing the screening seats 420 people, and we are closing out that night at 9:30 p.m. So tickets are available. It is open to the public. The very next day, keeping it ATL in Austin, Jermaine Dupri has the Freaknik premiere with Hulu. The very next day, same theater, same time. So we finna run it up. Atlanta finna take over Austin for a couple days during South by
That
Southwest.
shit's gonna be a vibe.
So that's the big thing that I've been working on this year. And then the smaller thing that's more personal to myself is my Last Dance. So when I did the Last Dance in 2011, it really was an epic event. And now y'all gotta think, in 2011, we had camera phones, but everything wasn't you couldn't even come in the club with your camera phone, right? Like you couldn't even pull your phone out in
Niggas
2011.
would be like, yo, chill,
Security,
bro.
yeah, they'd make you
can't
delete it
do
on the
that,
spot and all of that, right? So, I mean, this is before social media really blew up the way that it did, where everything is recorded now.
You can't put those away. I see you trying.
Yeah, cause
It don't work though, but I feel
All
you.
right, I
It's
just
just a
need-
nervous thing, I guess. Like a
it's my
condition.
bra. I don't know. Anyway, so I filmed it for a DVD, and I sold 500 copies of this DVD. But I never put any of the footage actually onto the internet. So that 1 clip, that 1-minute clip that you see on my Instagram is the only footage of that night that you can find online.
So why nobody
The
else
very
never
last
put it
1
up there,
minute.
Gigi? Nobody else put it up there neither?
Nobody, because if you don't have the physical DVD, if you're not one of the 500 people who bought a DVD,
Well, 500 people, yes. I'm thinking like somebody got to be it.
if you're not one of the 500 people who bought that DVD, who still has it,
And know how to
I got a
convert it.
Is there any
It's a
more
look.
available still?
No. So here's
So I
the
think
thing.
that they would be collected.
So I did a remastered version of The Last Dance. And I did a Where Are They Now type of thing where I did an interview kind of catching up on, from then till now, what I'm doing, what I got happening, what I've done since then, what I did with the money, because everybody wanted to know that. And then I also did like a day in a life. So I literally was allowed, because clearly my crown still sits, I was allowed to come in Magic City on a Monday with my cameras. And I did a whole because here's the thing, I could have filmed my interview part at Magic City while it was closed on a Sunday and just sit on the stage and talk shit about Magic City, right? But I literally, Magic City is tatted, this logo is tatted on my, within my sleeve for a
That's the
reason.
logo here?
Yeah, that's Magic City's logo. Her name is Fancy. So I am one of the only dancers that left, and I'm still involved. I'm still family. I'm still pulling up. I'm still shouting out. I'm still promoting. I'm talking about even before the documentary. I'm Team Magic City to the death of me.
You ever dance at other clubs?
Not since Magic City. I mean, I did, but
While you
not
was rocking.
like I danced at Onyx in Philly. I danced at KOD.
like Onyx.
I danced at the old original Diamonds before KOD. But I never like Magic City was it for me. Like
Gotcha.
as far as like a home club. I run back to Magic City every chance I get. Right, that's my house. Like I live there. Gigi Maguire was made there and paid there. And I literally called Big Madge my daddy. I just seen him in LA. I was there for Grammys and we just so happened to be staying at the same hotel. And I literally was like, my daddy. Like I really called that man dad. So I went in there with my cameras to really give the people a taste of 12 years later, I walk in here and I still get the same love, the same respect from the DJ, from the bouncers, from the new dancers, from the bartenders, to everybody, to even patrons that's there that know me. And I was like, oh my God, Gigi's here. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fused all that together, and I think it's like 38 minutes, and I'm releasing it on Patreon.
Oh, okay.
So The Last Dance remastered. I wish I can give y'all a date, but I'm fine-tuning some things, but it's happening now. Like, if I get back to Atlanta tomorrow and it's ready to drop, I'm dropping. Like, I was going to try to do like a whole rollout and tease the
You was
trailer
gonna drop it
and
and
all
be
that.
like, it's out.
But I'm just dropping that shit. Because I've been waiting for a while. And I've been coming into a little bit of a hiccup here, a hiccup there. I lost a friend on New Year's Day. So it's been a lot happening
I
these
saw
past.
you post that girl.
Yeah, Mel, yeah.
What's the relationship with you and Angela? How did that
Angela is a really close friend of mine. She is one of them friends that we work together now. But prior to that, even, without adding lip service into the mix, she is one of them friends that is going to be consistent, is going to be genuine, and is going to be there for you no matter what. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to be up each other's ass all the time. We can go a week without speaking or a month without having a text conversation. And we pick up where we left off like we never left. Everybody ain't like that.
She don't fuck with me.
Yes, she do.
He don't fuck with me.
Everybody ain't like that. And Angela is definitely like that.
She won't answer the phone for like a week or two.
She be busy. She be busy.
I never called her. She don't answer the phone for me.
Angela is one busy.
Yeah.
She got a lot happening. She do. She got a lot happening. But what came about with that is, so she is very close friends with my ex.
The heart attack?
No.
Oh.
No, may he rest in peace. My ex that snatched me up out of Magic City and moved me here and bought me a house out in Rockland. Y'all ain't know about that?
No.
So the reason why I stopped dancing is because I was dealing with somebody. Y'all know who he is.
This pussy is smoking. Like,
this some ill nigga shit, bro.
Christ, God.
Y'all know who he is. I'm gonna tell y'all off camera.
This shit is smoking. Like,
so,
I ain't gonna say it on camera.
But you know who it is, right?
Like,
you can type it here. Wait.
Oh. So I met
he's so
him.
nosy. You can't wait till the end.
No, I can't wait. I ain't gonna say it on camera though.
So I met him backstage at.
You know him.
Yeah. I met him backstage.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, I met him backstage
Let me see now. Let me see now.
He definitely know it.
I don't like jumping in the middle of stuff.
So I met him backstage.
Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah, so listen. So I met him backstage at a birthday bash in Atlanta when I was y'all know I'm hella close with Trey. Y'all know that I'm hella close with Trey. So
you know
Trey, songs. I'm hella close with Trey
I
Songs.
don't know that.
Oh yeah, that's like my little bro.
That's funny because y'all.
I put Trey on.
He put Trey Songs on.
So Delonte Murphy.
Delonte didn't put Trey on.
I know he
Randy
didn't.
Parker did.
Delonte is my cousin.
Delonte, I know Butter.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I know Butter. I know Troy.
And Troy is my daughter's godfather.
I know Troy.
So I lived in Delonte's house with them.
I was
in
fucking
Atlanta.
with Trey Songz back when he was sleeping on Troy's
couch in Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his
I came around right after that.
His father went to
to
church
Atlanta.
with my producer and his father, and I had to write his name Big Draws, and they bought Trey Songz to me, and his birthday was the 28th, and mine is the 29th, and just because of that, I said, I got you. You were Sagittarius. And we recorded songs
60
in
day
there.
fiance birthday the 30th. But anyway.
We recorded songs, and I took him to Lenny Nicholson, and Nas was gonna sign him, and started this whole big frenzy, not knowing he was already signed to Songbook and Troy. And then, to give Troy their credit, Randy was young. I'm Randy. That's me. Randy was young at that time, and Troy and them came to us and said, we're gonna give you 4 songs on a project. hood nigga was like, 4 songs on the project. What the fuck does that mean, nigga? I got this nigga the deal.
Right.
And me and my producer was just like, Lauren Dawson, shout out to Lauren Dawson. We was like, fuck that, fuck all that other shit and everything, not knowing that 4 full songs on a project was love.
Yeah.
But I wanted Trey to be my artist because he
right.
was like my younger brother.
Yeah.
And I was hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing that was gonna take me to the next
So
level.
a moment of clarity, and this word is like truth serum, because I'm giving y'all exclusives that I usually brush past.
You supposed
right?
to. You fuck with
So
us.
I fuck with y'all, yeah. So we for real. So the story is that Delonte is my cousin, and that's how we all became, family through Delonte. But that's really not the story. The story is that I slid into his inbox on MySpace when I saw that he was gonna be in Atlanta. Bobby Fisher had posted on his MySpace, like, yeah, we gonna be in Atlanta, we need some girls, So I responded to that, like, yo, I fuck with y'all, with him. Like, I fuck with you, and I'm in Atlanta, I just moved here, I don't know nobody, I just started working at Major City, like, fuck with me. So Bobby called me, the same day, Bobby called me, and we sat on the phone for like 2 hours, and the very next day, they came to Atlanta, and I set up, so they had Chris Henderson's house for when they was filming
Chris
Trey Day.
did a song. Chris did. I know
For
Chris.
Trey Day. So
I worked
Nokio,
with Chris.
Bink,
Worked with Chris,
all of them came in. Moo, Finch, all of them came in. Delonte, all of them came in. And they were living in this house. And I basically like set the house up for them. I went grocery shopping. I went to Ikea. I had towels and soap and weed and Patron and hoes. And I cooked and all of that. So like their whole welcome to Atlanta, like I curated that for them. And we just became family. I brought my daughter around. And this was 18 years ago. And we just became family. So, so backstage with him, I used to be with them all the time in Atlanta. I've run into this one, and it wasn't an initial spark, but then he flew
some
me
money at
to.
you?
No, he flew me to. He randomly called me and was like, "Can you come to Miami like tonight or something or tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Actually, I can." So he booked me a flight. He had the penthouse suite at the Tides. It was me and my homegirl. We went and we had a great night. And in the morning, he was like, I want you to be like, what's up? Like, what you got going on in your life? Because I want your life to be able, and my life to, yeah. And I was just like, okay.
Was he smoking? Jesus,
Yeah, that's
Christ.
And that's how you and Angela, or
So
Is that
yeah,
how
so
y'all
then
got
eventually
right?
me and Angela met
yeah,
from
him.
yeah.
From being, because they're real close.
yeah, I know.
Me and Angela met. But we created
See,
our
niggas
own
used to say
friendship.
that he was fucking her.
No, never. So we created our own friendship, and me and him had broke up a couple times. He moved me out here. The house in Rockland. When I quit Magic City for him, then the very next day I got a platinum Amex in the mail, no limit. Well, at first, but he eventually put a limit on it. But and then I moved out here. We got the house. We moved my daughter out here. He got her a Jeep, put her through school. We broke up a few times, and then I moved back to Atlanta in 2019. So yeah, I've been back in Atlanta since 2019. But Lip Service, so when she decided to bring, so y'all know Lip Service was on Sirius.
Serious, yeah.
And then Power hired her for Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
so she had to chill on Lip Service.
Yeah.
And then podcast started. So in 2014, she came to me and she was like, I'm bringing Lip Service back as a podcast. I want you to be a co-host. And I'm like, okay, not knowing what I was getting into. But she knows my personality. Everybody that really knows me knows I'm hella open. I'll tell you anything, the truth, even if it hurts. You get what I'm saying? Like I have a healthy sexual appetite, and I'm not afraid to speak on it or to share my experiences in that, So I was perfect for the co-hosting situation, and it just grew. We 9 years in. 9. I remember I used to tell people like what a podcast was when I used to be like, oh, I do a podcast named Lip Service with Angela Gay, and they'd be like,
what is it?
what is a podcast? And I would be like, I would have to explain it. Now everybody got a podcast. But yeah.
Nah, all you girls
It
been
ain't
dope.
good though. Everybody got
Everybody
one, but
ain't
they don't be good.
everybody ain't doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and through the years of one thing I respect about Angela is she knew that her friend was a piece of shit when he was a piece of shit to me, and she minded her business. She never chose sides. She never got messy. She knew some of my shit too. You know what I'm saying? Lip Service, when Lip Service first started, and I was being honest with her about some of the shit that I had going on, and she never ran it back. You know, she always stayed neutral. And
Everybody loves her though. I haven't met
appreciate
somebody
that for
that
her.
don't fuck, like everybody.
And you
like,
know what's
wants her,
crazy?
like,
Everybody that really knows her loves her that way, but it's the strangers that don't know her that feel
Yeah.
a way about her and be like, oh, I hate her. Oh, I don't like, oh, I'm glad she's going to the Breakfast Club. And it's like,
But why would, my question to y'all is, because I've heard some of those grumblings, and I'm confused. Although I know she don't fuck with me, I ain't got no problem with her.
you know what?
I'm just joking. But why would anybody hate her? Like, she seems like she don't do nothing
don't.
to nobody.
don't.
She mind her
Like,
business.
You don't.
I'm just keeping it
But
real.
but here's the thing. They want her to be messy, and she's not. They want her to be combative. They want her to be a mean girl. They want her to be mixy, and she's not. She's very neutral, and they don't respect that she's very neutral. They call that boring. Like even with lip service, y'all know
I remember
she don't really go in the way
Like
that
she
I
used
might
to.
go in.
She used to go crazy on
I
Sirius.
never heard it before, but he
On
told me that
Sirius,
she
it was-
used
Sirius,
to
it was
be
different.
wild.
It was animal.
Sirius, it was different.
It
But
was-
Sirius was
it
like
was-
uncut
Yeah.
back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Sirius had
It's
no
way
filter.
more refined now.
It's lip service. We have to filter with YouTube and the whole monetization and all of that
Yeah,
shit. Like
yeah.
we can go in, but we can't really, it don't get as raunchy. It's never gotten that bad. The only time it got crazy like that is when that girl squirted and it got on the pee. The pee got on the pee. It got on the rug when the girl squirted.
He squirted on the
On
show?
lip service, yeah.
So
So
she had her
there's
legs open,
yes,
she's naked?
yes, and she squirted. So basically, there's this guy named, I forgot his name. Damn, I'm sorry for forgetting your name. But he makes people. He's an orgasm specialist somehow, and he uses toys in his hands, and he has like this sex dungeon where he performs these acts on women as his job. Like girls pay him to make them
He got
for
a
him to make them
good
come.
fucking job.
So and this girl is his, the dominant and the submissive. So this
Yeah.
girl is his submissive. So he bought this girl. I'm gonna find his name because we need to say his name because he's amazing. Well, I don't know what I saw.
How about to say, did you go?
No. He
did
offered
you
me
get
a
worked
session.
on?
He offered me to come into the
What, for
dungeon.
free?
And you didn't go?
No, yeah.
Why?
No.
I thought you was just
No.
heightened to high sexual
No. I
being,
am.
and you
I
didn't go
am,
to
but
the
I
dungeon?
also said that I was very picky
Okay.
on who I
that.
share those times with.
You did say that.
You said that.
I'm gonna do it, but I ain't gonna do it with
You did-
everybody.
you did
Now I'm
say
gonna do
that.
everything, maybe, but I ain't gonna do it with everybody. I'm
said that.
very picky. I'm very picky with men. I'm very picky with bitches too. I'm a suck some pussy, but she got to look a certain way. She got to feel a certain way. She got to smell a certain way, and I will
what do
turn
you
that
like?
shit down. One or the other.
And no, what do
It
you
don't-
like in women? What type of woman attracts you? Because you said
Smell.
she got to
Oh,
look.
I like
body
pretty
stuff.
girls.
Yeah.
I like
Pretty?
pretty girls. I
Yeah.
like nice bodies, and I like pretty faces. Pretty faces belong in pretty
faces.
pussies.
I'm cool with the pretty face.
A pretty
she
face
don't
and
got
a pretty
the big
pretty
body.
face and a pretty pussy is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
a-
I said.
that's an
I say
undefeated
that same thing. All that
combination.
extra body shit is cool, but if she got a pretty face,
Yeah,
a pretty face and a fucking pretty pussy, she's a
Yeah.
You ever
winner.
had to rip a girl's slides off like what happened
No,
to you?
no. See, I don't get into. We only having fun together.
Oh, it
I
don't
look
go
at
past
I look
that.
at having sex with a girl as like 3D masturbation. Like, why play with this pussy when I can play with her pussy
Got you.
and she can make me come? I mean, I can make me come too, but why not share?
makes
Sharing
sense.
is caring. So I never want to be in a real relationship with a woman. Like, I'll be in a relationship with my man and we can have a bitch on the side that we fuck, and, because safety first. You can't be trusting everybody. But
No wonder they flying her all around.
but
You
really
know,
having a relationship with a female, I don't think that that's something that I could ever do. Like, even with girls that I'm fucking on, like, soon as they start to be like acting like it's more than what it is, like, I'm cool on you, girl. We can't even be friends now because we just supposed to lick on each other pussies when we drunk. I don't even get drunk no more, but when we feeling a little spicy, we supposed to lick on each other pussy and not talk about it no more. You want to be calling me bae and boo and bitch. No, I'm still sis. Not just because I sucked on your pussy don't mean I'm bae. Now I'm still sis.
She said you want to call me bae and boo.
We not doing that. I'm still sis. Now we call each other, but hey boo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we do
yeah,
that.
on
But that ain't that same type of same thing.
But don't switch up when I start sucking your pussy because it's never a romantic thing for me when it comes to
It's just
vagina.
sexual activity.
with vagina.
Yeah, sexual
Now with a
activity.
man, I want to live in your dig me down. I want to live in your skin. Okay, you put the dick on me the right way, and I'm attached to you like Velcro. And yeah, I'm that girl. I'm yeah.
Talk about the economy of the club. Like,
Yeah,
just
the
a lot of money comes in.
Yeah.
The tip out.
Right.
So like say,
How does that work?
okay, boom. If I come in there and I'm dropping $1,000, how much are they giving me? They giving me 900 off the ones? Is that where they make their money?
Most clubs are.
Okay, so I'm getting, so they taking $10,
Most clubs are
$20
taking
off the
$10 off of 100. Most
Okay,
clubs.
so
That's
that-
like standard.
So that's the first thing, which I know about that because I tipped, you know what I'm saying? Now, what's the tip out about? And how, this is what I want to know. When all of that money's on the fucking
How
ground.
y'all figure out who split it?
Yeah.
All
How
right.
the fuck they know who got what?
Okay. Club standard is 10% with the ones. Now, as a client, are you mad that they taking $10 off the top?
Not really.
Okay, good. Because some guys are mad at that. Some guys don't want to get the ones because they're taking $10 off the top. But my thing is, you was gonna throw them all at me anyway. They taking my $10, not yours.
Exactly.
So what you mad for?
Because he wants to
tip
tip longer because he wants to impress you more.
$10
and try to slide.
$10 ain't gonna make no more impression than that 90. Okay, that's all. It's
Well,
gonna look the
Gigi-
same.
Gigi-
$90 and $100 on the floor
it's
is
all
gonna
the
look
same. It's
exactly
all
the
the
Gigi,
same.
in Brooklyn, it's gonna make a difference.
Not at Magic City.
Not at Magic City.
Okay? Not at Magic City. Okay, next question.
The tip out.
Tip
How
out.
do they figure out all the money? Who
Okay.
gets
All
the
the
money?
So it depends on who's dancing, right? Now here's the thing. Nowadays they do like the whole wristband thing. So if you don't got a wristband, you ain't in the pile, right? But before the whole wristband system, basically as a dancer, when the money start getting thrown, I'm gonna pay attention to who over here, and we gonna look at each other like, all right, we know who he is. We know it's 5 of us in here, and if another bitch come in here after the money start hitting the ground and we all naked, then either that bitch got to get paid in her hand, or she got to create a separate little pile over there. That's how that works.
Okay.
Now, when I've seen money being thrown, especially like private events, or I've even seen it at Magic when they shut the club down. I've seen money being thrown and nobody can touch it. And then the club is going to pick it up and count it out evenly.
Y'all trust that?
So I never
seems
really
dirty.
had to trust that, but these girls ain't got no choice.
Because I remember when we had drama on the show, and I was telling the story when he was up in New York with K Slay, and they threw the money. All the New York girls started rushing.
Oh,
And
man.
he
I gotta
said-
listen. I don't like New York strip club.
What? Talk about it.
I don't like New York strip clubs.
It's not like Atlanta.
So I managed a club in Philly in 2015. The full year of 2015, I was in Philly managing a strip club called Vanity Grand. It's Sin City now. So y'all know Sin City moved to Philly. That building used to be Vanity Grand. And I was the manager there. I was the entertainment director. It was like, I'm in charge of the girls, right? I love that job. And a lot of the New York girls used to come down to dance. The DC girls used to come up and dance, right? And I, for 2 reasons, have a problem with as soon as the money go, the girls scatter like roaches. I have a problem with that. 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 The first problem I have with that is, bitch, COUTH. Couth, find some. Find some. One of the reasons why I feel like as a dancer, especially being in Atlanta and the whole Magic City scene, one of the reasons why, not just myself, because I'm going to exclude myself from the situation, but why these dancers don't get starstruck. Because they understand that they coming in here, that we are the stars. Y'all coming to see us. Y'all pulling up on me for entertainment. Now, I may be your biggest fan. I may follow all your sports stats. I may buy all your records. I may have seen all your movies. But the moment that I'm going to just say Jamie Foxx walk in Magic City, Jamie Foxx came to see me. Jamie Foxx, I am the entertainment. I didn't pull up to the comedy club to see Lil Duval. Lil Duval made the city standing on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So essentially, he got money to spend. He came to enjoy himself, and he's spending his money on us. So now we are the celebrities.
Gotcha.
So we're not about to be starstruck, for one. You're not about to be starstruck, and you're not about to look like you thirsty, just dropping to the floor as soon as the money hit the fucking ground. And then y'all snatching it, hungry hippo, snatching it from each other and fighting over fucking dollars and shit. Y'all look crazy. Where's your couth? Where is your dignity? Where's your pride?
But are
bitch?
they not working together?
They're not working together, for
Okay,
one. The
okay.
second reason why I have a problem with that is because it'll be a girl who ain't even dancing that think that when money get thrown in, it's a girl, like, all right, say we in a section, and the money start getting thrown, and it's a girl standing where this QR sign is, and she run over and start hugging
Yeah,
her
I
hippo
seen that.
too.
That's why I
Bitch,
asked.
you not even in the conversation. So why is you even over here? But that's what they would do. Listen, I was managing
But how
the
do you
club.
combat that, Gigi? Is it just a fight?
I literally fought a girl.
Is it just a
I
fight?
literally
I'm
fought
just
one of my girls in
saying.
the club. I literally put hands on a bitch and got suspended and everything. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But these girls need to learn, and I don't know if it's gotten better, but that's a big problem. First of all, respect the fact that girl over there, you're not even in this section. So why you think that just because y'all got this impression
I'm
that when the
hungry.
money flies in the air, it's
hungry.
for anybody.
Yeah.
No.
She
When the money
hungry.
fly in the air, it's really for the girl that's standing in front of him. And if he with his homies and this other girls, now it's a pile. It's
Yes.
for the section.
Yes.
And these girls have a clear understanding that he gonna throw money, he gonna throw money, he gonna throw money, he gonna throw money over there. So we all collectively
We need to
understand
all get as much money
that
out
we
these
gonna,
niggas.
exactly. We gonna collectively understand that the three of us that's dancing for the three of y'all is who this money.
Money's for.
The bitch over there roaching it and soon when the light come on, she motherfucker scattering and shit. Like, no.
Do they get kicked out? Does the owner or who
The
runs
girls?
the club?
No,
The
I
ones
mean,
that scattering like roaches?
I used to get on my girls about doing that shit. I held a whole meeting about it the night that Floyd came to Magic City. Because they was going crazy thinking he
That's
was about
a
to spend $1
perfect
million.
time to
I had a
fucking
whole
have
meeting.
a
I
meeting.
mean, not Magic City. I'm sorry, Vanity Grant. I stood up on that stage and held an employee meeting with my girls prior to Floyd coming in that club.
You had
And
to.
I let them know we not playing that shit tonight. Y'all not about to embarrass me. We not doing that.
What they
Y'all
still
embarrassing yourself. Y'all look crazy.
Make niggas not want to not throw the money.
First of all, when it comes to a man throwing his money in a strip club, that shit like his nut. He want to see that shit. If a nigga nut on your ass, he want to look at it for a second before you wipe it off.
Yeah, he do.
He just threw all his money in the air, let it pile up.
Yeah.
What Jeezy say? Throw it in the air, watch him get it off the floor. Go and shake your ass, bitch. I'ma throw this money. Keep dancing, and I'ma keep throwing this money, and it's gonna pile up. And I wanna see that shit up to your ankles and your motherfucking shoes, bitch. Then clean it up when it's time to go. Don't fucking hungry hippo that shit as it fucking fall.
But people don't.
psychology.
But you come from a land, or you went to a land, like you said, when you left Philly, you wasn't looked at like that. Shit was trash.
Yeah, it
Now
was.
you went to Atlanta.
That's
and it's
the culture.
respectable.
The whole new
It's-
world.
It's a fucking business.
Man.
You learn something different. You was exposed to different things.
I had
and
to
now
learn a
these
whole
girls,
new lifestyle in
but
Atlanta.
these girls
It was like
they just
Ariel.
going for
I
it.
wanna
Yeah.
be a part of this world.
Yo, when
I
I-
wanna be where the money is raining.
When I went to Atlanta, I could not believe that how every girl, I'm talking about 98, I could not believe how every girl
Was fine.
a stripper. And
Oh, a stripper, yeah.
Everybody told me that they was a stripper so much. I was like, this can't
Listen,
be real.
in Atlanta, it's like, oh, you dance? Yeah. Oh, where you dance at? And then that's the level they put you on. It's like what you do for a living. You know
Oh,
how you
yeah.
ask somebody
Oh,
you know how somebody
you
asks you
dance
what
over there?
You know how somebody
Yeah.
asks you what you do for a living because they want to assess what level of respect they give you. So you be like, oh, I fix cars. Like, oh, you a mechanic. Oh, I'm a heart surgeon. Oh, wow, he's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is in Atlanta. It's like, you dance? Yeah, where you
Where?
dance at? Oh, I dance at Blue Flame. Oh, okay, Blue Flame. You dance? Yeah, where you dance at? Oh, I dance at Diamonds. Oh, you dance at Diamonds? Oh, okay. Oh, you dance? Where you dance at? I dance at Magic. Oh, you dance at Magic. You know
Is
what I'm
this
saying?
true? I got a question for you before we go.
Yeah.
Ray Daniels was on our show, and he said
I love Ray Daniels.
He said the reason why Atlanta is the way it is because the politicians, the athletes, everybody, they all got a bitch. They fucking at Magic.
Yeah, they all fucking the same girl.
And they all fuck the same girls, and they all fucking. If you ain't nobody if you ain't fucking a bitch in
And
Magic.
If you not an elite nigga, if you ain't
I
sharing a
want to
chick
know
at
what
Magic.
she got to say about this.
Not no Blue Flame, not no KO.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Magic City is definitely creme de la creme, top shelf. And you ain't gonna get, to this day, you ain't gonna get a better quality woman in that genre of occupation.
So that's where everybody mixes at, the politicians, the athletes.
Let me tell you, the reason why,
hustlers.
listen, the reason why this documentary came is because Cole Brown, the creator and main producer, was writing a book with Jermaine Dupri about Jermaine Dupri's life. And Jermaine Dupri told him, back in 1995, I was in Magic City with Janet Jackson, who was my girlfriend at the time. It was a pastor, a well-known, one of them big megachurch pastors. It was Meech, Big Meech, the biggest drug dealer in the world at the time. It was some state senator, and he named the athlete. I can't remember what the athlete it was. And at that moment, Cole Brown, the creator of the documentary, said, "Fuck, I respect you, JD, and I respect your life, but fuck this book. Magic City is the story we need to tell." And that's how the fucking documentary started.
Gigi, how are you making money on OnlyFans? Because girls are drying out, they're fizzling out.
So I will, y'all know I'm the 100 queen. I might have to tag that. I'm the 100 queen. I'm gonna keep 100 at all times. I don't make as much as I used to. There was a time when I was averaging 10 to 15,000 a month.
Doing
on
what?
OnlyFans.
Stripping? Showing your pussy?
I'm not showing my pussy.
But you was stripping?
So I'm gonna show y'all.
Yeah, let me see it.
I'm gonna show y'all.
I like watching. Gigi, you know I ain't shit.
This is how I post nudes. These are the nudes I post on OnlyFans.
See, y'all gotta pay.
I'm naked, but do you see my vagina?
I see what you're doing.
I see your vagina a little bit.
But do you see my vagina?
A little bit.
But could you pull her out of lineup?
Nah, you can't pull her out of the lineup.
No, you can't pull her out of the lineup.
You can't pull her out of the lineup.
Even if you zoom in.
Yeah, the zoom.
Let me be the judge of that, Gigi. Let me see the
It's a different picture. That's a different picture.
I can see the vagina,
But you
though,
can't.
a little
So you can see
bit.
You can see enough.
You can
but
see the
can't see it all.
shelf, but you can't see the whole.
Let me
cabinet,
let me double check for y'all.
But I appreciate
So here's
you.
the thing. I've never been a porn star. Unless you can get into the hidden folder in my camera roll, you ain't gonna see me sucking
Well,
or
let me
fucking
try.
on nothing. Your face ain't gonna open it. it's only my face can open it. So I will turn into a porn star for my nigga as soon as I see that flash. Okay, the flash is gonna turn me into a monster. Okay, I'm gonna put on for the flash.
You know who you remind me of? Capri Styles.
I love Capri. That's my girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, shout
I
out
ain't
to
see her
Capri
in
Style. I
years.
ain't seen her in years either, but that's
Yeah.
my girl. So I'm gonna turn into a porn star when that light hit me, right? You know, you suck a dick and all of a sudden you look up in the flash in your face, you like, oh shit, let me go in, right? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna arch a little more, I'm gonna make a little more noise, you know what I'm saying?
You
When I know the
single?
flash is on me, I am.
Oh,
So
I thought you was engaged.
I was engaged. We ain't talk about that either. It only lasted 65 days. So let's stick to the script because I don't want to run up your time. So look.
No, you good, you good, you
All right,
good, you
so
good.
we gonna talk
you
about
good.
those two things
I
real
ain't
quick.
rush you. Don't pay me no mind.
Real quick. OnlyFans, I am giving ass and titties. This is what you're gonna get for subscribing.
How much?
My subscription like $17, and I'm always doing sales, so you can catch it for $8, $9, whatever, right? So you're gonna see this.
That's a good $8
So on your
investment.
timeline, and it's a whole like, if you swipe, it's a whole
let
so you're gonna
me
get
be
But you
that.
know what you can start doing?
So you're gonna get that on your timeline for the $17,
Do-
right?
do some foot
if
videos.
You want any? You told me that. I need to look at
Now, you know how much they're making doing that bullshit?
So if you want more than that, you can pay for a custom video. I start at $150 a minute for custom videos. In these
What's
custom
a custom
videos,
video?
Based on what they want.
the most I do is I'll masturbate and moan your name, right? I'll do a jerk off instruction, nude, right? I'll
That's
sit
what's
nude
like,
and do
this
a jerk off
can't be
instruction.
real.
I'll sit and do dick rates. So I'll sit nude. You can send me a picture of your dick, and I'll sit nude and I'll rate your dick. And you pay by the minute. It starts at $150. So I make a lot of money doing that.
It's $150 a minute?
A minute.
Yes. They're paying that shit.
Yeah, $150 a minute.
I'm not mad.
So
I'm just
I
trying
do
to get
anything.
the price, bro.
I do
I'm
anything
not mad.
from
I'm
most
trying
of
to
them
get
be
the
2 to
price.
3 minutes. I get some that's a minute. Two minutes is norm. The most I've had is like 5 to 7 minutes. But I'll do that, and I actually don't do as much as I should as far as content is concerned, because I just be doing other shit. I don't even be sitting still long enough. Like honestly, people be cursing me out. Like, bitch, I paid for this and let me get that. And I'm like, damn, let me handle that. So I really need to work on my time management.
Who does your filming?
I do it myself. I set my shit up on a little.
Oh, it's just on the phone.
Yeah, on the phone. I ain't doing nothing crazy. I'm doing it
This
on my phone.
nigga's getting to the
Yeah.
bit ass.
So
off the
I will
Apple
say
phone.
that
I ain't mad at it.
I'm probably making half of what I was making, right? So I'm probably like averaging like 7,000, 7 to 10,000 a month. Not even, maybe 7 to 9,000 a month. Just keeping my page active and like barely doing engagement. If I went in the way that I know I can come in, I could bring that back up to what it used to be, that 10 to 15. But I honestly be.
Because girls off the foot alone, from what I was told, they're making 10 racks.
Yeah, I need to.
That's
So
it.
here's the thing about feet, right? And I'm here for the feet.
Mm-hmm.
I know what to post when it comes to ass and titties and like the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
What do I post of my feet?
I'm gonna show you.
My
It's dumb. It's
toes,
dumb.
my
It's
arches,
dumb. It's
my
dumb.
stuff. Like, what do
don't
I?
know.
I'm gonna tell you.
into that.
Alright.
I'm gonna show you.
Because I'll
White
take,
girl-
I'll
don't
take it
ask
all the
me,
time.
I don't
No,
do
no.
I do I post like when I'm in the pedicure bowl?
Listen,
Do I post
it's
when I'm
so-
rubbing lotion?
when I tell you how
oil?
dumb it is-
Do I gotta put cherries in between my toes?
Ask
Like,
that man.
Yo,
He's a
listen
foot
to me.
man.
When I tell you, you're gonna be like, that's it.
all right, we gonna talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you all the little tutorial
Last
bullshit.
but not least, y'all, I was engaged for 65 days.
2 months.
So basically, ran into this guy. I kind of found out I knew him. I used to work for him. But initial contact of that day, I did not
To
know.
work for him where?
So I was a bartender at one of the clubs that he owns. But at the time, he was 400 pounds. When I came into contact with him this day, when I thought that I was meeting him for the first time, he's less than 200 pounds. So I did not realize that he was the same person
He had a
until
gastric?
I looked into my phone and saw his full name. He told me that his name was one thing. And when I looked in the phone and seen the spelling, I put two and two together like, oh, that's this same person, right? So we had a conversation. We talked on FaceTime. I was going to Costa Rica. So I went to Costa Rica for about a week. It was about maybe 10 days after our initial contact that we went on our first date. 30 minutes into the date, he said, you are the woman that I've been praying for. I honestly feel like God sent you to me, and I want to commit to
Fuck
you.
him yet?
No, I want to commit to you in this moment. I want you to be my woman. Like, if you say yes, today is our anniversary. It was July 15th, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, how you know? He like, I'm a grown ass man. I know what I want. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Why the
I'm
fuck
like,
did you say okay?
Cause don't play with me. I'm gonna call your fucking bluff. I'm
She's
Queen
with the
100.
shits
I'm
already.
Queen 100. Tomorrow ain't promised. Don't play in my face. And he was fine. And you know, he met all of the boxes. You know, I felt like, all right, I could figure this out. And if not, then
You already explained how you go. If I'm vibing with
If
you,
I'm
we can
vibing,
go to the
yeah,
speed
we
pass.
on it,
So
yeah.
we go to the speed pass right now.
so
I
flash
got you.
pass on this nigga. So so we go out. So we go. So we
I love it.
we are at his condo. We are at his glass 2-story condo, penthouse condo in Buckhead, right? So we're there overlooking his restaurant, right? He got a franchise restaurant, so we overlooking the restaurant, right? It's nice. I literally walked in like, damn, I feel like I live here. Like just the decor and like everything about it, it was just like crazy, right? So he's like, all right, let's step out. We get downstairs, the driver waiting with the doors open to the Cullinan. He's holding my hand. He holds my hand the whole time, right? It's a whole love bomb situation. We making out in the club. By the end of the night, he telling me he loved me. So we come back to the condo, get in the hot tub. Of course, that's how he got me naked. Next
So
thing
you
you
fucked
know,
him?
I fucked him.
Oh, same day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just asking. Cause all right. So he said that he wanted to be with you right before you fucked him.
No, he said he wanted to be with me at like 10 o'clock at night, and then I fucked him at like 4 in the morning.
Okay, 6 hours later.
Yeah, we was
I'm not
out.
mad at that ratio.
Well, you took your time this time.
Ha, but so wake up the next morning and he's like, I want you to move in. And I'm like, no, I can't.
You learned your
Right.
lesson before?
I'm not. I can't. So
happened
I
to the
didn't tell him
flash
why. I didn't tell him why I couldn't move in, but I just was like, no, I can't. You know, that's like I understand fast, but that's a little too fast. I'm not about to move into your shit. First of all, I don't even fit in here. I live in my own 3,000 square feet, fully furnished with dogs and shit. Like my life don't fit into your life like that. Not yet. But he's like, I'm like, he had already told me that he had a house being built out in Sandy Springs. So I'm like, well, when that house is done, maybe by then, and we could revisit. I said, but honestly, after the situation that I was in before with that guy, I'm never moving into a man's house. We got to be married, and then it's our house. So I told him that. So then day 3, and I never left his side. Day 3, we wake up, we have this conversation again. Why don't you just let me call the movers and go pack up all your shit and move you in? No, and then I told him why. He said, well, I already know I want to spend the rest of my life with you, so let's just get married.
Cause he fucked one time?
Well, it was day 3. So I'm like,
Day
you serious?
3?
So he like, yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm like, you really proposing to me right now? I'm like, where the ring? He like, we can get that. He like, we can get that custom, that's nothing. So I'm like, all right.
Too.
I'm like, you dead ass serious? He's like, I'm dead ass serious. I'm like, you are saying right now in this moment that you know that you want me to be your wife. And he said, yeah. And I'm like, all right. We announced it. I went and got his name tatted.
She announced it.
And I announced it on lip service.
Soon as you get the name tatted. The only girl that ever tatted my, well.
You know how many niggas' names I done had tatted on me?
And you just cover them?
Covered, removal. It might be one still there if you can find
Damn,
it.
Gigi, you a
So when
lover.
niggas is nutting on you,
Gigi's a lover. Yo, I know that Gigi's a fucking lover.
I am.
Yo, that's a, yo.
I'm giving my
What are you, a
all.
Gemini?
I am a Gemini.
Oh my
I'm giving my all.
God.
I am giving my all. I'm not that girl. So you know how some girls be like, I ain't gonna
Gigi
suck.
is a
Some girls be like, I ain't gonna
lover.
do everything first night. Like I ain't gonna suck his dick first night, or I ain't gonna suck his dick
Gigi's
as good as
not-
I
I'm
can first night.
doing
I'm going
everything.
in.
Can I
I'm
ask you-
going in.
do you like throwing punches while you getting fucked?
Throwing punches?
Just making sure.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Only if I'm like trying to.
Like, you know.
No.
The name tag is automatic.
Like if I'm like if you suck on my pussy all crazy and I just came and I want you to stop, then I'm gonna like try to push you off of me, but I ain't gonna.
Okay, just making sure.
But
Yo, man, we gotta let Gigi go, man.
Yeah, she got work
it's
to
over.
do. Yo, how did you enjoy
yo,
the Atlanta Super Bowl?
the what?
The Atlanta halftime Super Bowl.
I was getting my hair done.
So you ain't see the Menace then?
I didn't see any of it. I seen what I seen online.
That's the same thing.
Same shit.
Yeah, we gotta let this girl
I
go,
seen
please.
Usher. I seen
Yo,
JD
The
at the
Menace.
stop.
That's his name, The Menace.
Oh, cause he be
Usher,
all over
yeah,
everybody.
a girl.
I don't think that the Alicia Keys thing was bad.
Thank
They
you.
were
It was a
performing.
performance.
They were performing
Thank
My
you,
Boo.
Gigi.
They are
Thank you,
performing.
Gigi.
Y'all
Thank
just
you.
y'all just mad cause Usher is Mr. Steal Your Girl. Well, that's Trey. But what did they say he was
Usher
after he
is
did his?
what they
They're
what
older
do they
than-
call
Watch
him?
this, watch that, whatever it was. But
They call
yeah.
him Mr. Something. They call him
But
something.
yeah, whatever. They just mad at Usher.
We call him the Menace
They've been
now.
they've been mad at Usher since Kiki,
I'm gonna say this
Yeah,
on record.
but that is true.
I've never seen
and then he
a
trolled
woman.
everybody after that.
I've never seen a woman whose vagina has got them so many houses and
Yo.
fucking
Over and over
engagements
and
in
over.
a day. That's why we gotta let this girl go because there's something on her and we don't want to catch it.
You know what?
Yeah, 'cause
BagFuel, like, subscribe,
Yes.
super thanks, and follow Gigi Maguire. She's
I
real as
appreciate
it
y'all.
gets, and that's real
and
shit.
every cosign you give, it's always up. When that cosign you gave me, I was like,
Period.
BagFuel, we out of here.
Yeah.